Mm-mm-mm. Good morning. So here's it was so funny. I posted all those pictures of my daughter's birthday on my personal timeline, and Dottie's picture, Dottie, my dog, that you always hear click, 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 click on the floor. And I always have to let out during my podcast, got like the most likes for an individual picture because I think she's like the famous real life dog, and you finally got to see her. So I just let her out so that I wouldn't have to worry about that when I turned on when I came on live. And here she is right here again, wanting me to let her out. I think it might pass. I really just think she hates that I do this. So, good morning. I don't know what today is, you guys. Tuesday, happy Tuesday. It's time to get real. Are we ready? We are ready. Today we're talking about sugar. I don't know if I think I've disclosed this before. I love sweets. It's kryptonite. That is what it is. It is kryptonite for me. Not candy necessarily, not sugar in general, but like sweets, cake, pastry. So today we're talking about sugar because Christmas time is a time when there is so much of that stuff around. And if that describes you, it's almost out of control when you're faced with Christmas cookies, then we need to learn how to manage that. So I first thought I'd start with just why you don't want to eat sugar. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. Um, I just Googled, why is sugar bad for you? It says here, over time, this can lead to a greater accumulation of fat, which is most of our primary concern, which may turn into fatty liver disease. No, thank you. A contributor to diabetes. Which raises your risk for heart disease. Consuming too much added sugar can raise blood pressure, increase chronic inflammation, both of which are pathological pathways to heart disease. So that was the first thing that came up. And then 11 reasons why too much sugar is bad for you, can cause weight gain. And that's typically that's what we are concerned about. Those of us that are overeaters, we don't always think about the health issues. We just think, oh my gosh, it makes me fat. May increase your risk for heart disease, has been linked to acne, and increases your risk for type 2 diabetes. May increase your risk of cancer. So I went to this seminar once. Mindy, hi Mindy, Mindy Kinzer, and she talked. She has a sugar detox uh, challenge or something like that, and she talks about all the reasons why sugar is bad for you, and basically it feeds your cancer cells. It just feeds everything bad in your body. Okay, so when you're eating a lot of sugar, it's feeding um, all the risk for disease, which you're controlling, by the way. It may increase your risk of depression. That's a big one. So if you're over there thinking, I just don't feel like doing anything, I feel depressed, I'm always in a bad mood, or I just can't find the motivation, check what you're eating. That is a huge factor in how you feel and how you think. And primarily too much sugar. You feel like shit. I'm just telling you. I might swear some in this video today. It may accelerate the skin aging process. Let's look at, I think all this right here is from sugar. They're not laugh lines. It's from opening my mouth and eating too much sugar. Can increase cellular aging, drains your energy. We think that we're going to get a midday energy boost from, a candy bar or something. No, it gives us an energy spike, and then it drains all of our energy. We crash. Can lead to fatty liver disease. And then it just says other health risks: increased kidney risk, negatively impact dental health. Have you ever seen anybody's teeth who don't take care of them, that eat a lot of sugar? Increase the risk for developing gout and accelerate cognitive decline. So makes you stupid. Well, not stupid. I don't mean that, but you understand what I'm saying. It decreases your brain capacity. So there are a lot of reasons why you should not eat sugar. Yet, what's our argument for that? For those of us who love to eat the sugar, what's our argument for that? But it tastes good. so hard. It's so hard to not eat it. And I will agree with that. It does taste good, and it is hard not to eat it when you're eating it all the time. The more you eat it, the more you want it. The less you eat it, the less you want it. I promise that's the truth. Okay? Through experience, I know that. So, there are a lot of reasons why sugar is bad for you. That's not the point of today's message, today's video. The point is, what do you do when you are a self-proclaimed sugar addict and you're faced with all of the sweets and the Christmas cookies? How do you manage that? How do you manage that and move through it? There is the first way to manage it is to not care, to say I don't care, and to eat everything you want and to feel like total and complete garbage for weeks on end. You've probably already started baking or started eating the Christmas cookies or started indulging, and you probably notice how bad you feel. And maybe your jeans are already getting tight. That's already happening to me. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. So you might already be starting, and that's how you typically handle it. I don't care. I'm going to eat whatever the F I want. And it's Christmas time, and this only comes around once. Again, we've talked about this. If you overeat on Christmas Day, hallelujah, you're fine. Move on with your life. If you use Christmas time to overeat for a month and a half straight, then you're going to end up fat and you're going to end up mad at yourself. There. That's just the way it is. So that's one way to handle it. Not care. Do what you've always done. Give yourself permission because you're entitled to eat 1,000 Christmas cookies because the baby Jesus was born. I don't see where the connection comes in, but you do you, I guess. Now, there is another way to handle this. To realize it, okay, realize what's happening, and to take small steps towards managing this problem if this is a problem that you have. So that's what I've done over the years. It's been a long time. I used to be the one that give myself permission to eat everything and anything. And the feeling, okay, let's describe the feeling you get after overeating. Too much sugar. I get bloated. I feel like I want to crawl out of my skin. My skin actually hurts to touch it. And I'm talking like really cramming the donuts. It overtakes every thought that I have. I beat myself up for what I just did. I say, I can't believe I did that again. How am I going to fix this? I end up feeling so upset with myself that I go looking for more food. So it mentally is just obliterating to my positive real life that I'm trying to create. But then also physically, again, I feel like I want to just pop out of my skin. It hurts to touch. I can't fit into my clothes. I mean, my stomach is all gurgly. You really want me to get real? Oh, the farts are just so smelly and disgusting. You can't sleep. It's uncomfortable to lay down. It's uncomfortable to sit up. It's there's nothing good about it, you guys. Nothing good about it. My eyes get all puffy and swollen, all the inflammation. You retain water. It's I don't think the taste is worth it. So if you agree with that, if you don't think the taste is worth that, then it's time to do something else. Now, the reason this is being inspired is because as well as I manage this, it sometimes still creates a problem. All right. Sometimes when I'm still faced with sugar cookies at Christmas in particular, it's like a trigger that leads me into this downward slope of that ends up me being and eating out of control. And so Thursday at work, one of the girls who was so sweet, she brought in all these Christmas cookies, and I saw the one I wanted. It was a reindeer, a sugar cookie, homemade recipe, sugar cookie reindeer with homemade frosting, and I stared at that damn cookie all day, thinking before I leave from work, I'm taking that cookie and I am eating it, and I did, and it was delicious. And had I stopped there, it would not be a problem. But that was on Thursday. On Friday, we have friends over on Friday. It's Robin's birthday weekend. It was Robin's birthday weekend. I asked Jillian to pick up dessert because we don't usually have dessert when we have dinner. We just But I'm like, oh, it's a special occasion. She got cheesecake and brownies. The night ended with me and my friend Heather eating cheesecake with a fork out of the container. That was Friday. Saturday was my nephew Vincent's birthday. He had cake. I ate cake. That was Saturday. Sunday, I said, well, okay, Robin wants more cheesecake for her birthday, to blow the candles out. They didn't have cheesecake at Kroger. So she likes chocolate cake, so I got this cake, chocolate cake. She liked the brownies that we had on Friday that were gone, so I got her more brownies. This is all for Robin, not for me at all, okay? And then I thought, well, maybe people don't like, chocolate. So I ended up getting a pumpkin roll, which happens to be my favorite. That's gone. I don't have the evidence of that here anymore. That's in the garbage. And then I thought, well, it would be nice to have a sweet breakfast treat because we don't usually do that. This is the donuts that I had to dig out of the garbage. I had to dig these out of the garbage because I ended up eating all the crumb topping off of it and then pitching the inside of it and throwing it away. But I needed to show you the evidence. These are my favorite. That was my first mistake, was I got my favorite thing for somebody else. And I knew what I was doing, but I wanted to do it and I was using somebody else as an excuse. So that was Sunday. I ate all that shit. All of it. Then Monday, because I didn't want to throw it away, it wasn't all gone, it was up in the cupboard. So it was Monday yesterday. I came home from work. I ate leftover Osaka, which is, Japanese steakhouse, chicken and vegetables. And I had a effing donut on a Monday night. What the F was that? I just get so mad at myself. So there was 3 donuts left. I ate the outside of it, threw it away. I said, oh my gosh, Dawn, you have to get this out. You have to. So my first mistake was buying it. My second mistake was buying my favorite. My third mistake was was having the first one. And my fourth mistake was keeping it in the house. Those weren't mistakes. Those are all things I've done before. That was a choice. So I put my jeans on to go to work and they were tight. I just feel so disgusting. And I'm thinking, geez, Christmas hasn't even started. I haven't even started baking my own cookies yet. So what do you do with that? You have to get it out. I'm throwing this stuff out. I again dug it out of the garbage so that I could show you that it actually happened. But I'll save the chocolate cake because I don't like chocolate cake. I didn't have that. I think I might have had one bite, but it does not interest me at all. The brownies I love. Those got to go. They have to go. And my kids have gotten mad at me before. You're throwing stuff out because you can't control yourself around the brownies? Yep. Choosing to save myself because if I don't, you are not going to like who I become. So I feel like I'm doing it for them too. So how do you stop that? Number one, my first and foremost tip, do not have it in the house, period. Do not have it in the house. That cookie that I never make sugar cookies anymore because they're my favorite and I know that. And so if I go somewhere like work and there's one sugar cookie there and I wait till the end of the day, that's a perfect way to handle having that treat without even having the opportunity to overdo it because I grabbed it, I was walking out the door. I couldn't go back and get more. And if I did, I would look like an idiot. So don't have it in the house. Do not get started on your favorite thing because that was the trigger. That sugar cookie for me was the trigger. Had I taken a chocolate chip cookie, I don't think I'd be in this position. But just the taste of that just led me to want everything else or more. I guess just more. It always leads us to want more. Plan what you will have instead of what you won't have. So I think so too often we focus on what we are not going to eat. We just need to focus on what we are going to eat. So focus on what you plan to indulge in and not what you don't plan to indulge in. So I've already indulged way too much. I need to figure this out before Thursday because I'm starting to bake tomorrow and I don't want it to get ugly. I don't want to feel like I'm feeling right now. Um, Also, more exercise. Do more exercise at this time, not less. Sometimes, and that's hard to do because when you overeat like that, and you feel like crap. The last thing you want to do is go out and do jumping jacks with 3 pounds of cookies in your stomach. but you have to. All right. It's not going to outdo what you just did, but it's going to change. It's going to be the stop to that and the start to getting your mind back, the where it needs to be. And then remember the feeling of eating way too much. That feeling that I described a minute ago, the stinky farts and the swollen eyes and the tight jeans and the bloatedness and not being able to get comfortable and just the feeling of guilt and disgust with yourself. You need to tap into those feelings so that you know the result of what it is that you're about to do. Okay. And so I don't know, are there any serious overeaters out there? Serious sugar, donut, cookie, cake addicts? If there are, please let me know that I'm not alone, because I could be talking to you and be like, what's wrong with her? She's a freak. But I know I'm not alone. I've been around this business and this industry a long time. And I know that there are a lot of us out there that feel this way and think this way and act this way. But I am here to tell you that it doesn't have to be that way. Okay. There are ways that you can control this. So recap, when you are faced with this time of year or any time of year where there's going to be a lot of sweets around or a lot of, whatever it is that you have is out of control, don't have it in the house. Don't get started on your favorite. Plan what you will eat, not what you won't eat. Get some more exercise in and remember the feeling of overeating. Okay, so tap into those things. So I want you to start right now today. What's your plan for the upcoming next few days of how you're going to handle all these indulgences around? Because I want you to come out of this the other side feeling confident, feeling in control, feeling satisfied all around with what you've eaten and how you look and feel. Okay, and that is your plan. We have to think about it. We can't just do what we've always done. We cannot take that approach anymore, or you're never going to get where you want to be. You're never going to feel how you want to feel. You're never going to be able to say I did it. Okay, and that's what I want for you. So take that for what it's worth. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. Peace.